Welcome back to Casual Camping and Outdoors. Today, John and I are back out in the Bayard Conservation Area. Since we've filmed more than one video here now, clearly this has become one of our favorite hiking spots. And we're not going very far today. We're not going to spend all day out here, just a little bit of a walk in the woods. And we're going to talk about gathering up some light, fluffy material for natural fire tinder. On our last video, you saw where we showed you how to make Vaseline and cotton balls as a fire tinder. And if you don't happen to have Vaseline and cotton balls, but you do have your fire rod, because your fire rod's in your pocket, as mine is on every hike, and John typically has one as well, what about just gathering up some light and fluffy grass or some other type of fire tinder? The Bayard Conservation Area is in northeast Florida, just outside of Green Cove Springs, which is not too far from where we live in St. Augustine, Florida. So I can't necessarily say that this type of material grows everywhere, but this is what we have here. So let's take a look. Okay, right alongside of the trail we have some of this brown dried grass that John is going to gather up for us to make our little bird's nest. But John, before you go reaching into the grass, what do you want to check for?
Snakes.
Snakes. Here in Florida we do have a few venomous snakes. What else do you want to check for?
Other animals that could be in there, like lizards, ant piles.
Yeah, we do have fire ants here in Florida, so you want to make sure you're not reaching into a ant bed, especially fire ants. But we also have a number of plants here that could leave you sore. We have a few breeds of cacti, or species rather, not breeds. We have, we call them prickly thorns. They're, I don't even know what they're called for real, but they're kind of a thorny flower that if you get pricked with them, they'll make your fingers itch for a long time. It's not poison ivy or poison oak. It's something else, but we call them
firefighters or something along those lines. Just start with a fire.
Yeah. So John and I have checked this little pile here. We have found no snakes, no wildlife, no ants, nothing in there that's going to be sharp or hurtful. So John, go on in there and gather us up a great big handful of that dried grass.
Okay.
Gathered us up a nice handful of this dried grass. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of just bundle this up, break it up, and what we want to do is expose as many of the fibers as we can. And John's behind the camera. Say hi, John.
Hi. Danny's right there.
Danny's right there too. Now that we got us a little pile, let's take our knife and our El Cheapo ferro rod, and let's see if we can strike a flame. There it goes. It doesn't last long, but it burns well. And that's just a handful of dried grass around here. So you really don't need fat wood. You don't need fire tinder of an artificial source, as long as what you have around you is dried. Okay. And thanks again for joining us on Casual Camping and Outdoors. John and I are going to head back now. We're not going to make hot chocolate today because it's about 85, almost 90 degrees out today. And it's the end of March.
It's going to get 90 degrees because it's like only like 11 o'clock right now. So later today it's going to get very hot.
Yeah, it's only about 11 o'clock. It's the end of March.
Let's hope there's no mosquitoes today.
Yeah, we haven't seen any mosquitoes today, but
There's some buzzing in my hair, but that's it.
But it's way too hot for hot chocolate. I think we're going to go have some ice cold Gatorade. How about that?
Yeah.
But we're not going to put that over a campfire. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time.